So, a video I don't do very often. It has not has been hell of a boss. Actually, I could say has been because it kind of I'm gonna talk about has been in a second. Not in a second, but you know. So, Mastermind, episode 11 of Hell of a Boss, season 2. It was good. It was good. Um, so the whole thing is basically Blitz is on trial for trying to steal the Grimoire, and instead of being executed, Stolas kind of comes in to save him. And he's like, "Oh yes, the whole thing it was because of me. I'm the mastermind. He didn't do anything. I'm the one who concocted this whole idea and blah blah blah." And so Stolas, instead of being executed, he was basically stripped of his title, and he's forced to live among the people. So he's just kind of crashing at Blitz's place. We see him. They go in. Stolas is is sitting in the bathtub, and Blitz is kind of washing him, and Luna gets him a like night clothes and all that, and he's sleeping on the couch. And so luckily for him, it's only 100 years. So for someone as old as Stolas, who is like Prince of Hell, 100 years, blink of an eye, he's back to where he was. For humans, it's like, wow, 100 years. Eh, well, when you're basically an eternal being, 100 years is nothing. That comes and goes. Um, but it's really cool episode that we finally got to see Satan, who says he existed before the fall of the golden angel, meaning Lucifer. But it seems in the hierarchy, Lucifer is still on top. So they're all sitting down. Lucifer is sitting, or Satan's sitting there, and then he's got the other sins behind him. But at the very top, you see a chair, and it's got a little duck on it, representing Lucifer. So he says he's been around since before the Golden Angel, but we know that thanks to Has Been Hotel, it was Lucifer and Lilith after this portal was kind of essentially open to hell, that Lilith was the one who brought all of hell together. So even if hell existed, he might have been the previous head honcho, but once Lucifer came along, like I'm sure Satan is really 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 powerful, but I'm sure Lucifer would still bitch slap him if it came down to it. Um, but I think there's twice that they reference Lucifer as kind of like an oh my god kind of situation, and you really only do that when he's the higher power. So the fact that these characters, I think even Satan says it in a way of like kind of like an oh my god, but he references Lucifer, meaning Lucifer is still above him. He could be considered like the law of the land almost because he's the one carrying out the trials. So in the hierarchy, I think even if he existed before Lucifer got there, uh, Lucifer still is the head honcho. He is hell itself. Him and Lilith are the ones who brought hell together. Um, Not to mention he's a seraphim, which is more powerful than a demon. Um, but yeah, it's really cool. And so they show up and they're just like, oh god, we got to burn all the evidence. We're getting rid of all the evidence. Um, Luna's sitting there playing solitaire on the computer, and Blitz jumps in and like it says delete all evidence or information or whatever, and there's a little faster button. It's like faster, faster, faster. Um, then stuffing's crap down the toilet. You got Luna, um, trying to set the crap on fire that's in the drawer, and it's just not happening. And Blitz comes in, has to take the lighter from her and throws it, and just finally they've got these 4 interns that are like, well, we can either, run or we can stay here and face the music. And then we see 4 figures coming out, and it's the 4 interns. Moxie, Millie, Blitz, and Luna all get into the car and they try to escape, and then they crashes into a pole. you know, and then they're finally caught. And we have Satan, who is a big guy. He's a big guy. I really love his design, the whole dragon aesthetic. We also get to see over here. Let me see if I can get a nice clear shot of them. Yeah, we got Belphegor finally. We heard B talking about her, you know, about, oh yeah, stash of Belphegor's drugs. Well, now we get to see Belphegor. I really love her design. It really, really cute. But what you would expect from Belphegor. We have B looking a little more official this time around. We have Az right there. You have B gets into a kind of an argument with Mammon. He's got a spinner in the little tech deck right there. That's great. I didn't even notice that the first time around. But they get into this argument, and like, yeah, she's throwing like these dick-shaped ice pops at him, and but they're trying to stick up for Blitz and saying he's not a bad dude. It's like, yeah, he's got problems, but he's not a bad dude. You know, they're trying to keep him from being executed. So they're all making their case, and then Stolas decides to kind of come in, you know,
Paramount Plus has an unbeatable Black Friday.
Also, the whole time, Satan's got this guy right here. It's kind of like his conscience almost. He's like, remember to breathe, calm yourself. And he's like, okay, you're right. But Stolas comes in, and you got Mammon right there. And they have this really, really good song. This is him saying, oh yeah, basically, you know, it wasn't Blitz trying to steal it wasn't his idea to steal the grimoire. I was the person who set it into motion. And so, oh, so sweet. And here now, here's the thing. It's kind of like so in Has Been Hotel, when Stolas has basically been banished to live a common life for now. So is Octavia gonna like decide to leave as well to go live with her father? Stella's completely freaking crazy. She's evil. And I don't think this young girl is going to want to stay there without her father, who is the one who truly cares about her. So it's kind of like what has been after you know, with Emily and Sarah, how she mentions that, oh, you know, if you keep questioning things, you can end up like Lucifer, fallen. It's like, you know, is Em gonna choose to be fallen? Is she gonna choose to go to hell? So is Octavia gonna choose to kind of not give up her title as like princess, but is she just going to leave? And then you're gonna have her, Stolas, Blitz, and Luna all living in the same place, and it was like, oh well, we're starting to get a bigger family. I think it's time to upgrade. You know, they get a bigger house. So I don't see her staying there. Like look at this crap. Like she's got that little owl cooing thing going on. This woman is just a bitch. She is just pure evil. So actually I kind of want to play the part.
For the next 100 years.
Oh, motherfuck! Seriously?
You will have to live amongst the citizens of hell and revel in your failings.
But what about my daughter? She'll be safe and sound with her mother, the wholesome parent.
I guess that settles it. Clocks, John, time for lunch.
Yeah, it's fucking lunchtime!
Bye-bye, Stolas. Enjoy horny jail.
So yeah, 100 years. Horny jail. Bonk. Yeah, it looks like Stolas got bonked there. And not just a little bonk. No, he got 100-year bonk. But you know, it really shows. This was one of those episodes that it like has been, really shows the compassion of demons. You know, you have Moxie and Millie and Luna all worried about that. They're like, oh my god, we're about to see Blitz die. Like, this dude's about to get you know, executed in front of us, and there's nothing we can do about it. So sometimes, you know, I really love the episodes that really bring out the human part of these people, these creatures that you would see as, you know, they're demons. You were like, oh, demons are evil. Are they? I mean, clearly they're capable of, I mean, at least, you know, since demons don't actually exist, they're just created by us. You know, for so long they've been shown as like these monstrous beings. Although Daemon, a figure of benevolence, that kind of perverted the word, but so seeing, you know, Moxie and Millie and Luna crying, worried about like Luna crying that her father might be executed, you know, to see them crying. And but for the most part, freaking Mammon got some green eggs and some green everything he has is green, so he can create green eggs and ham. We got some, I think, chicken nuggets right there. But then we have Stolas broken, and then he like shoves his face in the water, and Blitz is like, you don't inhale the water. You don't inhale the water. You know, Luna gets him the shirt, you know, gets him the clothes and all that, and
Hey, Stolas,
Stolas is like looked at as a hero for wanting to change things for imps, and people that you know, the higher ups, the hierarchy deems as like unworthy and just, you know, mediocre citizens. But now they've still, even though Stolas has been stripped of his title for now, he's still a prince. He's still a prince, so he's gonna be able to carry a lot of weight. But it was a really good episode. Being able, even I wish with the other sins like Belphegor, I really wish she would have had some voice lines or something. Like the only ones that talked were Mammon, B, and Satan. Of course, Lucifer is not there because apparently Lucifer is not allowed to be here. You know, Amazon does not want Lucifer in Helluva Boss, which is stupid considering Viv is the one who creates the show. So it's her show. She can do what she wants. But Lucifer was still represented there at the very, very, very tippy top with his little rubber duck. So going forward, seeing Stolas living with Blitz and Luna, Octavia possibly leaving, and rather wanting to stay with her father instead. Will kind of diamond. I mean, Octavia and Luna, come on, that she'd have like a real friend. I don't think Octavia really has any friends. She's like, you know, and I think Luna would love to look after someone. I think even though Luna is younger, they might be around the same age, But yeah, having Octavia there for Luna, and then seeing them kind of decide, oh well, we're a family, you know, so we're gonna just get a bigger house and move out of this place. Um, so that's interesting. Like I said, for 100 years, he has to do that, which not that big of a deal for him. Um, but now with Stella, uh, plans might be hatching. Uh, the fact that we got to see Satan, and again, I want to know more about the hierarchy. Like, what was his role before Lucifer got there? Was he ruler, or was he just kind of someone who tried to maintain order? Because again, Lucifer and Lilith show up, and Lilith and Lucifer bring together hell into what we know it now. Also, during the trial, the execution, he said he wanted to broadcast it over all of the circles. So if they were in the Pride Ring, so people, everyone at the hotel, so Charlie and all of them, they were able to watch Blitz possibly get executed because Satan was broadcasting it through all of the rings of hell. So, bit of a fun idea. Imagine you're sitting there, they're sitting there, the Has-Been Hotel. It's a slow day, and they're all in the parlor watching TV. You got Angel, you've got Charlie, and Vaggie, and Alistair, and Nifty, and Husk, and Cherry. All of them are sitting there watching Blitz possibly get executed. And just that image of these people in Has-Been Hotel watching something like that, that's, or Valentino and Vox, they're sitting around, Carmilla. It's like all these characters that we know from Has-Been, even though we know they're in it's the same hell, they're not interacting with one another. But the fact that they were able to see something from another ring in their ring, because Satan's like, yep, I'm gonna broadcast this so no one ever questions our authority. So that's a really cool image. And I can only imagine Charlie's reaction. Like, I can redeem him, please, please let him come to the hotel. I can redeem him. But yeah, it was a really good episode. Really good episode. The one song they had was amazing. Blitz and Stolas, like, oh, we can't be together and all that, but then they're confessing their love for each other again, and it was a really good song. But yeah, let me know what you guys think if you saw it. Pretty much anything, about the hierarchy of hell. Whether or not you think Octavia is gonna, fly the, leave the nest there, to go live with her father, because she's a child. She doesn't. I don't think she cares so much about the lavish lifestyle. She wants her father, so she will endure anything as long as it's with her father. And seeing him thinking that he was about to get executed, will just embolden that feeling. So, but that's just my feeling about her. I think she's gonna, at some point, there's still, I think, the finale. So maybe she leaves. I don't know. Maybe it's a season 3 kind of setup. But I would love to see her leave. And that leaves Stella more conflicted. Not having her husband and not having her daughter. And just showing just how truly terrible this woman really is. But yeah, anything you can think of. But that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.